Hello humans, I've just watched the Flux. I've just watched it. I've just watched the Flux. How do I put words together of my general thoughts of the episode? How do I let you guys know whether it was a good episode or a bad episode when so much happened? It was just crazy, bizarre and amazing. First of all, I watched it a little bit late. This review gets uploaded a little bit late. But I don't think that overall affects the general thought of said episode. But it was an incredible episode. Now, we will begin with my thoughts. First of all, it was a good episode. Second of all, bits have been confirmed, bits have been rumourised, like more rumours coming. So, start off. The TARDIS is still in a... I think my toy's breaking. The TARDIS is still in state of breaking. I should actually bring the prop TARDIS with me instead, so I could explain it more instead of just using an art paint wall thing. I dropped the Sonic. So, TARDIS is still in state of repair. Vinda, which I worked out to pronounce it this week, has got... Oh, sorry. Spoiler warning, by the way, for the Flux, Chapter 3, Series 13, Episode 3. Now, Vinda has now got a girl, well, wife. I'm not sure whether the wife married couple, but at the moment, there are couples. Now, it starts off with Beth. Now, Beth, through this episode, wasn't really in the episode much, but when she was, it explained more about who Vinda was, because Vinda and her are together in some capacity, either married or girlfriend, or boyfriend and girlfriend, because she's pregnant with an unborn child. I did think the Smile Robot had come back from Series 10, I almost fell over them, from Series 10. Unexpectedly, Joe Martin returned. Now, returned in a sense of was there, but wasn't very good. I'll explain my point. Wasn't very good in a sense of we need more. We need more of Joe Martin's Doctor. Now, I know Chibnall wanted to add her in. I wanted to explain more of the Timeless Child in a small segment. We'll probably get answered later on in the series. 3 episodes left. Probably going to get featured and explain more. But I feel like she was underused. Now, the whole point of her being there was because after the last episode, before the click, you found out about their timelines. So, Vinda's timeline, Dan's sortish timeline, Yaz's timeline, and the Doctor's past. Because you could have been thrown to the future, past, or the present. And the past for good old Jodie Whittaker's Doctor was, in fact, Joe Martin's past. Because it's the Doctor. And every time she looked in the mirror, it was Joe Martin's Doctor. Now, there was a little bit of an issue with Joe Martin's Doctor, was it wasn't always the same Joe Martin's Doctor. Because there was one scene where Joe Martin had the glasses on, and another scene where, every other scene with Joe Martin's Doctor in it didn't have any glasses worn, which was, from a filmmaker's standpoint, error-faced, but it was still a very good episode. Now, other things that have been answered, the Swarm was there and explained that Joe Martin's version of the Doctor had met the Swarm, that's how come and the passenger and millions of people trapped, and the fact that the Flux was all orchestrated by this woman who looked very familiar, but I can't place the actor or where I might have seen her before. Now, my thoughts on the episode is I'm improving these reviews, but I want to give my thoughts on stuff. Because thank you to Taskmaster Portsmouth, who have seen my videos and suggested other YouTubers to watch to get inspiration. I'm improving the videos. My thoughts, it was a very good episode. A little bit confused at the beginning, but after a while it all clicked. No pun intended, and it explained to me anyway why there is so much back and forth and what the purplish mist was. And the fact that the Doctor was trying to save the people because she has no idea who Vinda is. Neither do we yet, but Vinda wants to be a River Song type character. Hopefully, River Song appears. Speak to you, Chibnall. Did you add River Song, or can Russell T Davies bring her back? Big Finish, you've already done it. Only saying, Russell. Only saying. Now, Vinda is fantastic in this because you learn about Beth and you learn more about Vinda as a whole. So Vinda's an alien. It's similar to the Doctor because Vinda's heard of the Doctor's TARDIS. I did think that it was trying to cram in a lot because in Yaz's area you saw the Weeping Angels and what was going on there, and it was like trying to lead into next week's episode, all about the Weeping Angels. Claire hasn't been mentioned yet, but one thing I didn't understand, and one thing I didn't think worked at all in this entire episode, was in episode 1, chapter 1 of the Flux, Halloween Apocalypse. We found the Liverpool 1818, the mine man, I can't remember what he's out. Bang me elbow. I don't know what the guy's called, but the one that did all the mines, historical character, he keeps appearing at weird moments, and when Dan was flinging through days, weeks, time, well, Dan was just anywhere, ended up being in the cave, the little moth fly things were coming through, he was shooting them, and he's just there. I'm not sure why he's there, to be honest, personally. I don't know what he adds to the story. I don't know. I just don't think it's a character that's needed. We had Mary Sequel in an episode just there, in the episode for a purpose, but this guy's just randomly in different bits. And none of it's making any sense because he's appearing at the wrong moments, the weird moments. It doesn't make sense. Now, Carvin Easter was in this episode, luckily enough. For the whole episode disguised as John Bishop and then revealed as Carvin Easter. Still find the Carvin Easter funny. A lot of people, me included, have an issue with want to see more behind the scenes with the Carvin Easter. So we learn if it is the fact that the dog mask helmet thing is too heavy. That's why you hear the voice more than the mouth moving. But in my opinion, it just looks like a spitting image puppet. Like, so it'd be like this. Oh no, Doctor! Oh no! It'd be like, oh no, Doctor! Oh no! And I'm talking like, oh no, Doctor! Oh no! And it's like a very brief movement, which sort of seems like, is the costume too heavy for the actor? But yet again, the makeup department and everything's just brilliant in this episode again. Set design's fantastic, CGI's fantastic, the whole look and feel of the episode is fantastic. Now, other creatures returned in a brief cameo with the Daleks. Brief cameo. The Cybermen Daleks returned in more of a David Tennant era type shell look, and the Cybermen appeared in a special type of way. Now the Cybermen over the years have had new iterations and new reboots and new everything to them, but in this sort of episode, as you will, changed it again. So last time we saw the Cybermen were the Cyber Time Lord that the Master had orchestrated and then announced, "Oh no, Doctor, you're the Timeless Child," and then interrupted the whole Doctor Who community, which is quite upsetting because it's a good thing, because he explained it more in this episode. Very exciting, but not only that, not only that it was exciting in a capacity that we learned more about, oh, she's about to find out about the Timeless Child and more about who she is, and that's the whole point of this series really, as a Doctor's arc. I want to know who I am, is where we're heading with it. But not only that, was the fact that these Cybermen were a mix between Mondasian, mixed between Mondasian, I think I'm saying the right iteration, mixed between, it's mixed between the 2007 lot, that with David Tennant's Cybermen, and mixed with Matt Smith's final iteration Cybermen. So it's like the head of David Tennant's Cybermen and the body of Matt Smith's final set of Cybermen. And that was a little bit off, because Bell had shot all these Cybermen, and it's like, right, they're dead, but how can one still speak? But he was speaking through the chest, not the mouth anymore, which must mean, I don't know what that must mean, but they've got the teardrop still there from, as I said before, from the David Tennant era, 2007, I want to say, and it worked. It still worked. Wish to see more, but hopefully we'll see more of them. The Daleks, I want to see more of them. It's just fantastic, I'll tell you that. It all worked really well, but just in the very beginning it confused me. Out of 10, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Fantastic episode. Characters that will be improved as the last 3 episodes come through. In the next time trailer, it looked like we're going to see more of Claire, which is what we need, because we need more Claire information. We'll find out more about Vinda, more about John Bishop's past, because he almost got married, as he was saying in the episode, in Sonic, and we'll find out more about the Timeless Child, because you can't end Jodie's era without wrapping up the Timeless Child arc and wrapping up the Flux, obviously, because you've got to do something with the Flux so that when the new Doctor comes in, the 14th Doctor, it can be not a new slate, but sort of a, we've had the Timeless Child, the Doctor now knows who they are, and the Flux has been and gone, we've sorted that out, it's a new universe, it's whatever, and it's sort of a fresh start, but all the information is the Doctor now trying to get to terms that she's this, that, and everything to come together. And it'll be really exciting to see where Russell T Davies takes it now that we've got the Flux and the Timeless Child. What can Russell T Davies do to move the story on and not always reference Timeless Child, because the Doctor needs to figure out who the Timeless Child is before Jodie leaves, and this series might do so. Now, before Save the Day happened, before the Doctor saved the day, we did see some woman talk to her and said the Flux is orchestrated, so that information could come in handy, but I feel like the Doctor needs to talk to Dan and Yasmo about, I'm worried, I think I'm the Timeless Child, I don't know this, that, the other, and you need more confirmation in a fandom sense. But anyway guys, that's been my review on episode 3 of The Flux. Brilliant episode, did everything it should do. We've got the Weeping Angels next week, because they were teasing the Weeping Angels, and Dan and Yaz have worked out not to blink in the Weeping Angels. I like how the Weeping Angel can now hop from platforms, like from a games console to phone, because she had it on her phone and then it came out, so it's quite interesting. It did end on the cliffhanger of the fact that the Weeping Angel had a crack down its face, and it can now travel to pilot the TARDIS, which is interesting because I never knew the Weeping Angels could actually manoeuvre stuff apart from taking people to the past, or in Amy Rory's case, killing them off. So I'm quite excited to find out more about the Flux, who orchestrates the Flux. Thank you for telling me about the Swarm. Now we know that the Swarm are enemies of the Doctor's past, and the planet Time is sort of saved, but obviously the Flux has destroyed the universe. Hopefully Bell finds Vinda, and hopefully Vinda finds Bell. Thank you guys for watching. I'm your host, Sean Mason. Doctor Who The Flux, back next Sunday, sorry, on BBC One. I'm not sure what time it is, but I'll probably tell you in a different video. Now I'm on to add. Bye! I really am a Time Lord. I'm Time Lord Tom, the Time Lord host of the panel show, Time Lords.